Today's video is going to be another Teamfight Tactics video. It is a Twitch highlight. This time I'm showcasing a light build that I think is really powerful and I've been having some success with it. Now, when I say light, I don't mean that this is easy to pick up. I mean light is in the origin, and it's been very, very good for me both on the PvE and on live servers. I would not be shocked if it ends up seeing some adjustments at some point because it has a pretty exponential power spike at times, but I'll let you be the judge. I think this is a great showcase of what it can do once it gets up and rolling. It takes a little bit to get there, but then you eventually hit a point where you are just kind of snowballing very, very hard in the late game. So anyway, here is the Twitch highlight video. Again, these are from my live recordings, so if you hear me talking to folks and it doesn't make sense or there is no context, it's because I was talking to Twitch chat at the time, but hopefully you enjoy the video. Does anybody know if Morello is applied by summons? I do not. That's one of the things I've been trying to figure out. Not just for Morello's, but for a few other abilities as well. Wow, somebody really wanted that Varus, huh? I guess I'll take the rod. Because there's not just Morello's, but there's a few other things that say, like, based on your ability damage. Alright, so we're on an Inferno board. Also, I bought one of the updated boards. They're like the equivalent of 10 bucks or whatever. Which is not really 10 bucks that I have, but these were really, really cool. So I just went with the one I liked the most. Alright, what do we want to do here? You're Ocean, right? You're the Ocean Warden that you could pair with Nautilus if I wanted to go mages. Let's just buy everything because it's not going to hurt our interest anyway. And I don't actually know what I want. Yeah, correct, Mickey. This is not Mythgard. You are not wrong. I play things that are not Mythgard. Might come as a shock to you or others, but I have an addiction. I have a problem, so I kind of play everything. Alright, let's sell these. I guess grab the Nasus and maybe you, because I'm still pretty undecided on what I want to do build-wise. And I guess do this. Yeah, so somebody had asked earlier, Morello's is one of the ones. Oh, weird. They seem to have moved around some things on my overlay. There's another one that does some sort of trigger based on the damage that your spell does. It wasn't just Morello's. And I remember thinking, like, I don't know if that actually works with summons or not. Alright, it's looking like we can pretty safely... Oh, I didn't get that moved. Pursue light, just with the early Nasus. Yeah, this is gonna throw me with the overlay flip-flopped. The Blitz overlay must have updated and then flip-flopped them.
The cost of your life is one arrow.
Hmm.
The dark should fear me.
Alright, well, Vayne will give us the early light bonus. So I guess we're doing that. Yeah, so this is an auto battler, is like what the genre is called. And so yeah, this is the same vein as like auto chess, same vein as Dota Underlords, as what is the Hearthstone one? Battlegrounds, I think is what they call that. Yeah, sorry, I am definitely distracted by the fact that these are flip-flops, so I'm trying to fix it. Oh, here we go, Teamfight Tactics overlay. Enable drop rate overlay. I don't even know where that shows up. Oh, I guess that's the one down here. Team comps overlay. That's the one I want to get rid of.
The dark should fear me.
Alright, so we will take the Vayne upgrade. We lost that, right? Because we're trying to lose early, for the record. I guess we'll just throw out Mundo for now. Alright, so maybe after this game it'll fix itself. Because this right here, this is the build overlay, I guess. And this is what I'm trying to turn off, and then I want to move this. Because this used to be on the left, and I'm going to keep clicking over there to try to fix that. Yeah, so Mickey, one of the reasons that I'm like super into auto battlers as well as card games is because auto battlers to me really just feel like they are drafting. Wow, I'm number 1, and I was trying to lose on purpose. It just feels like draft mode, right? It's like playing a limited card game over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. What do we want here? If it's still there, I guess oh no, there went that idea. There went that idea. Guess we take the Viger. We wanted a bow. Well, we wanted a spatula. You always want a spatula more than anything. If you can't get a spatula, we wanted a bow pretty desperately. And I expected that to be gone, so I was hoping that the tier was going to stick around. Because a tier is pretty solid.
Dark should fear me.
As far as items that we want for the future. Zeke's isn't half bad either, though, so we might consider that. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Yeah, so your minions that you get presented in the shop are randomized. That carousel is also randomized. But like the economy plays the same. Obviously, like the minions, alliances, and things like that for the most part are the same. There's a couple of minions that will actually change depending on the effects of the board, which is a new thing for this particular season. So like these hexes that have this kind of burned look is a new thing they added this season. They're elemental hexes. Wow, my shops are garbage right now. You're a warden, right? You know, I tried it on the PBE. Maybe one of these times we might try going the full Bruiser Warden build. Like Warden Cloud or Warden Electric. Both. Warden Electric, I think, probably feels like it would be pretty good if we were to ever chase that as a potential build. So we might try that once. Yeah, that player is on a build very similar to what I normally run. Yeah, this is gonna throw me. So this, you want bows, and we wanted a tier, yeah. We're going into Krugs now, huh? So we're gonna have to come off of this. And I probably need to level up at least once here and then throw somebody in. I guess you. Just because you give me the warden bonus.
Ready for battle.
You're better because you give me ocean. Oh no, you don't. Well, you're still better, but you don't because I took out the thrush. Haha.
The dark.
Another light unit. We're gonna roll down pretty hard here because our shop has not been very kind to us. I wanted more that was in that shop. That was actually the first like good shop that I've seen in a while. Alright. 3 of 5. Guess we do this. You know what? Let's actually do this. Well, I didn't get you moved in time, but a lot of these shops were pretty garbaggio. Alright, so we're still probably going to be rolling down quite heavily each round because we're missing an awful lot. We're trying to go light, in case you're wondering what's going on. So we want to go, traditionally I like to go 6 light, 3 summoner when you go light, which is why I picked up the Azir as well. And I tried picking up the Yorick, but the problem was I got shown a Malzahar and I got shown a Yorick, and then they were taken away from me. So I got none of them. I'm still pretty upset about it, I'm not gonna lie. I actually prefer Malzahar over Azir. Do something like, I think this for now. And then take some more rerolls. Oh, it's one more vote for Azir over Malzahar, potentially. At least now we're taking some losses and we'll get an earlier pick in the carousel here, which is not necessarily the end of the world. We're fine with that.
Who's next?
We have a lot of items, so when we start combining items and actually equipping them, we're in a good spot there, but we just have garbage for units. This probably would have been a game where I should have transitioned to something else. Because I'm going to spend so much money and find absolutely nothing. Like, I can already feel it. Alright. Stick with this, I guess, for now. So what are we looking for in the next carousel? I still haven't found a single bow or tier. Oh yeah, we'll lose this as well. This is probably why we can't find anything, because there's another Malzahar, there's Jax as an Aatrox. And they're using this for Shadow, so they're going light and Shadow. They've already found units. If I wasn't so far behind after all of those rerolls, I would just hard transition to Glacial right now. Because I've been seeing a lot in the shop and I haven't seen anybody running it. You know what? We're going to grab that quickly as a just in case. Somebody's going to take that spatula, right? No? Oh, see there, I tried to do it again. Videos or streaming? Potentially both. Yeah, because we can make somebody glacial. Alright, we might be making a change here. Of course I say that and then
So many souls to liberate.
I find more of what I'm looking for.
Now it's my turn.
Alright. I can make a light unit as well, so that'll actually go kind of a ways. We're going to be able to hit tier 2 of light here pretty soon. I'll lose this again, but that's not the end of the world.
To heal and protect.
Alright, so that gives us light, and so now we just really kind of need to level up the units that are under-leveled. And for our next 2 levels, so when we go to 8, we want to jam in 2 summoners, though we might actually just turn one of these summoners into light and make it just be... on the next level, be 1 summoner. Like we might just trade out Soraka, because I only need 1 more Aatrox, but I guess it'll depend on whichever one we level up first. But we're not going to make anything, any drastic moves or changes till after at least Wolves. And then at that point, that's when we're going to start finalizing our build, putting items on people, doing things like that. Wow. I mean, we're still going to lose this, but I don't think we would be losing that if I had properly leveled. Units there. Oh, this is kind of an oof. Because I really want this interest, but I really want this Soraka, which would mean bailing out on trying to find Aatrox. So I guess instead we commit to the reroll. See if we can find one or the other.
To heal and protect.
Alright, so we're going to be out of Aatrox here then. Which means Azir is going to get our item treatment. Alright, this is working out. This is going to be fine. Things are coming together now. So we're out of Aatrox so that you can go in. But you've got to be at least a light before this battle starts, and then we'll figure out the rest here in a minute. So you also will need a spear. And then maybe a Zeke's, I guess, but I would much prefer to just get a bow in the next carousel. Which also means I can give somebody else of the Zeke's. Alright, we're going to lose this pretty hard, I think, but that's fine. We're still transitioning. Doesn't hurt to grab this, I guess. Even though I don't think we'll ever 3-star him. I guess we could also not... Give him the Rage Blade, potentially. We'll worry about that in a second. He needs the spear either way, so... Because we could give him, like... a Gunblade for the healing purposes. Just to keep him alive. I think let's do that. Alright, now I gotta focus on leveling, because I have to level up and I need to find another summoner to finish this part off. So the pieces that we want to finish with now would be another summoner and then Master Yi. Like, that's our ideal last two. Well, maybe not, because we didn't... I normally do Yi because he finishes Shadow, but we're on Azir and not Malzahar, so I take that back. Capped it at 12? Oof. But either way, we have to focus on leveling because we got to get up to jamming at another summoner anyway. Which will likely be Annie at this point. I'm just trying to figure out what we would actually want to be our item. I guess maybe a cloak for a Zephyr. Or a gloves. Cloak or gloves, because we can throw either of those on Jax. This is that Shadow person, right? Yeah, they're gonna dumpster us at this point still. We're still technically underleveled. I've like gotta hit a power spike here soon, but... Grab the Singed because it's gloves and it also sells for the most. And I need to catch up. I spent so much rerolling. This was not a great shop round. I should have identified it sooner and switched to Glacial sooner. Just hard Glacial. No weird, like, Ranger tricks or anything. I think next game I might try to force Warden, though, just to be cheeky. And then figure out what we can pair with it. Alright, now we're on the hunt for an Annie.
I want a turn.
So many
Take a couple more rerolls, because now we need what? We need to find another Yorick and another Annie to level them up. Everyone else is at least 2s. And then the rest is again focusing on leveling our squad. Oh, 3-star Kog'Maw. Hurt. But we lived. We're starting to hit some spikes. Getting to the 3 summoners is a pretty big deal. If we can level up Annie and Yorick, it'll go a long way. It's a pretty strong consideration. for me to just turbo level, but I think we'll wait till after the NPC round. I don't think we're gonna go to max, so I think that we just realize we're gonna stop at 8. Alright, we're hitting some spikes though, we're doing okay. This is a good turnaround, I think. So hope for some decent items here. Then we'll likely turbo level to 8 and go from there. Once we've turbo leveled to 8, our tier 4 chance goes up by 9%, and our tier 5 goes up by an extra 4%, so hopefully that will let us find the Annie and Yorick's that we're missing. We don't have any 3 stars though. We were close on this vein, but I don't think that we're gonna find them before this ends up being over with. Oh, we found a spatula though. Let's buy that for now just because it's there. And when we level up here, we're gonna need something to jam in. So why not a Nami? Just because her wave is decent.
I want a turn.
Just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything here.
You smell like burning.
Hello, Monroe. Welcome. Alright, so I stopped reeling because we want to lock in at least the one interest here. And then we're going to be looking for Annie and Yorick still. And a potential replacement for the Nami. I mean, Nami does give us Mystic, which is not useless by any means. So it's possible she stays. Gotta look at her range versus Soraka's, I guess. Oh, she's got a crazy range. So I think instead you want Soraka. Ooh.
Surrender to the darkness.
Like, she just straight up hits the first tier of shadow on her own. I don't think that's what I want, though. I think we still sell and we hold out for a Lux that's light, hopefully. Alright, there's that. That'll upgrade Yorick for the next battle. This is going to be close. I don't think we can win this if we don't kill this Varus. Oh, we did, okay. That Varus has the potential to be a problem, though. So we're still looking for what? 2 Veins and an Annie. And I guess more Azirs don't hurt. Since that's theoretically our carry, I think we're supposed to chase it.
The ocean will sweep them away.
I mean, there's a Yi. I think the Nami's gonna end up being better. Alright, we're gonna bail out there. Let's just do this. Last round before carousel. It's gonna be a full item carousel, so whichever item we end up picking will be interesting. Wow. That is a rough team because that is somebody with a lot of ionic sparks. Alright, so looking at this squad. Well, the rapid fire cannon is the one that I wanted. I guess we will grab this. There was actually not a very good carousel. It was basically between this and the Frozen Heart, but at least by grabbing this one, we also get the 5 gold on the Singed. This still helps Jax out a bit. So Spark is whenever somebody on your team casts a spell, they take damage. Like, I'll talk about it more in a minute. I gotta do this round of buying first. Wow, it's just not gonna show up, is it? Guess we're going deep. Last shot. Nope. Alright. Let's jam you here. Make you super hard to kill. So, yeah, Ionic Spark is... Where are you? Here. Whenever an enemy casts a spell, the wearer deals 102 damage to the caster. So if you stack a bunch of them and you're going up against teams that cast a lot, which is kind of what my Azir is designed to do, then it will shred them. Dude, I just cannot find this Annie. I mean, or this Nami, but there it is. We'll lock. I wish I had something better to do with the spatula than make something frozen, you know? Because the next loot round's dragon, which is also a full loot item, but sometimes they drop like basics. That's the only reason I'm holding out. We would ideally like to get another cloak to make somebody light. Oh yeah, we're gonna get hurt here. It's gonna be close. Oh, I think they got me. Yeah, Tibbers won't be enough to finish this. This was close. They rolled... So they have an item on their team. Somebody does. It's these Thieves' Gloves where they get 2 randomized items. They rolled double Locket of Solari, which is kind of insane. Oh, a Zephyr. You can throw that on Nasus and feel pretty good about it. So we're just hoping for better items like that are ancillary drops. Dragon drops like 2 common orbs usually, and then like the 1 big item. So we're hoping the common orbs get upgraded into just general items that we can do better pairings here. Making somebody frozen does nothing for us at the moment. Or glacial, excuse me. But it's probably just gonna be money or units. Yeah, money. So what are we hunting for now? Nami? Nami. That seems fine. I mean, it increases ability power. Keeps her alive a bit more. Might as well throw it here. I mean, it's that or on Nasus, but... There's like literally nothing with this belt that I'm gonna put that's not gonna end up on Nasus, so I guess we can throw that over there. Well, there's a chance that we could be throwing stuff on Yorick, actually. Let's do that. Because if we get like another Zeke's or something, putting them double stacked in the back would be pretty solid. I mean, the good news is we've survived long enough that we've made top 4. I was dropping pretty hard, but we've hit our power spikes. Once everything comes together, you're fine. You just kind of have to survive long enough to get there, and our shops were not great. Just trying to think about like what we would even be rolling for here. I guess 2 Veins and theoretically Lux. I guess also maybe Zed's. Zed is technically better than Annie. Technically. So like if you 2-star him. But man, Jack survived for a long time there.
I release them from their pain.
Oh, there's another vein, so now we just need the one more.
Me.
Well, shoot. Let's go hunting. I mean, an upgrade's an upgrade, right? Alright, so this next carousel, we're basically just looking for a cloak. More than anything. A cloak or a spatula. But spatulas will not likely be there when I pick. Actually, we're going to pick first. I guess with only 3 of us left, I'm going to unlock first. So yeah, we're looking for spatula first, cloak second. Oh, baby. Look at all those spatulas. Spatulas for everybody. Oh, there was one on Singe too. There was literally 1, 2, 3, 4 spatulas. Good lord. Alright, now the downside though is that I'm out of money. So it's awesome we got spatulas, but I have nobody to like really take advantage of. Well, now we do.
The ocean will sweep them away.
So we'll just go ahead and jam in another Nami, because why not? Crystal. Wish this was a better Lux. Alright. Yeah, she's the one that casts the wave. Oh, Vayne! Look at that! We found it! Zed is definitely the better one here, though. Yeah, let's do something like this, I guess. No, just trying to find a good Lux, but hey, Flo. As in Tsunami? Aw. Alright, this is one we lost to before because they had rolled double Locket. And I think we're gonna lose to him again. Not because of double Locket though this time. They've just got a really good squad, right? Like there's 6 Inferno with a 3-star Varus. That's kind of the dream when you go Inferno, because Varus is your carry for sure there. Nothing. Rapid fire cannon's really nice though. We can throw that on our Vayne. Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna beat the Inferno person. Money. Oh, just more money? Okay. Alright, so rapid fire is gonna go here. Nope. Nothing. Nothing that upgrades us anyway. So it is what it is. Makes you think of Krampus? Yeah, I switched to the Fury Horn. I was on the Ghost for a long time, but... And, of course, we run into them again. Inferno's just a really good thing when you hit it hard. Because it does so much damage. I think we might pull this one off, though. Wow. Wow, we might have done it. Ocean Lux?
Still waters run deep.
Ocean Lux. Yeah, let's do this. So, because she's Ocean, she automatically, like, helps us trigger it, so that's extra mana. And Lux is just a strong enough unit that I think you go with that. Oh, this is the... still... They were both Inferno that were left, okay. But we killed the Varus. That's all that matters. Like, our entire fight against that person comes down to, like, can you kill the Varus who's hyper-carrying in the back? So the only thing that we could even upgrade at this point would be just finding more Luxes. So there's no reason to reroll below 7. Because then we couldn't buy her anyway. I mean, I guess we could lock it for next round. Next round is going to be the last round, so... But then we would need multiples, so that's it. It is what it is. We got to go in with what we got. Final 2. Head-to-head showdown. Alright, we got our Ocean off, that should help. Varus is still alive though. Ooh, we got him. Alright. What's a meme tier allegiance? There's a lot of people who really like Mage, but I have not been impressed with Mages at all. Also, as garbage as that shop round was early on, like when I couldn't find anything, I'm really shocked we won that. I would have been just happy with a top 4.